Hi, this is Karen Hockley. I just got a Canvas scan that I did yesterday back. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to walk through it. I have not looked at it yet. I wanted to go into it and just talk about it and see how everything worked out. So if I'm going to do a perspective. This is a very obviously small room. So if we look, we can kind of see, if you can see it's a box, right? So I have a very small room. It's actually my dining room. I want to take my dining room and turn it into a kitchen just for fun. So I want to see how there's a pass through going into the kitchen. I want to see how that went in. There is molding around it. It looks like it did not. Let me go into hidden line. So I'll probably have to take that pass through and put in a different one with some actual molding around it. The doorway from the hall does look like it has trim around it, so that's good. And then there is a doorway into the living room. This isn't a townhouse, guys, so it's a smaller, very small home, not large. The kitchen actually is what you walk into from outside. So there's a little bit of trim around there. I might want to put something that's a little bit nicer. Thing I want to see is I want to see how it comes in the drawing. And then, so I'm going to save this into, save as, right? So I'm just going to put dining room, if I could spell ing, room, possible kitchen. I'll put my name in front so I don't lose it. I also always save this to my hard drive. So I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to save it just so I make sure I have it. Now, if I was going to design let's say I'm going to use, it's deciding what cabinet catalog do I want to use. So I have to think about my orientation of the room also. So I've got this is the larger doorway going into the living room. This is the pass-through on the right. This is the doorway into the hallway over there. So my thoughts are my kitchen sink is right on the other side of the wall where the pass-through is, okay? So I'm going to leave the kitchen sink over there. So at this point, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go do diamond. And I think I'm going to do diamond edge because they have a lot of really nice cabinets. Let's see, this is Diamond Distinctions, Diamond Edge right here. So I've got to go into the last catalog. Okay, so I'm not going to go around the corner. My thoughts are put the sink under the window. I know it's only 134 inches, right, by 138, so very small room. So I'm going to go base. I'm just going to go sink and appliance base, sink base. I'm just blocking this out to start with. I'm going to use a double sink base, 36. Now let's make this, my favorite is white. So I'm just going to do maple. And I'm just going to use the Bryant door style, which is a nice door style, just shaker. At this point, I'm not really deciding what I'm going to use. I'm just getting it blocked out to see how it works out. This has a 5-piece storefront finish. I'm going to go to paint. Now I'm going to go, they have a lot of whites. I might actually use the newer one that was Steam, I believe, which I thought was very pretty. Yeah, I think Steam would be nice. I'm going to use that one. And then just pick a couple door pulls and then submit. Okay, there we go. Close it. Now, so I'm not putting a sink in right now. I'll put that in afterwards. Decide what type of sink I want to use. So let's kick it up. Let's see if it's going to drop on the walls. Yeah, okay, so it's going to drop. Right click. I'm going to center on that pass through. That leaves me to the left side. I have 47 inches of space. I'm going to turn off this wall so that I'm not fighting with the inside and outside walls. I had thought about putting the refrigerator to the left of the sink, but I'm starting to wonder because 48 inches isn't a lot of space. I'm going to put the range on the very bottom wall. I have a Beko slide-in range, but I'm starting to see that how is this feeling actually as if it's better than the small kitchen I have. So if I put in, I'm going to put a Lazy Susan in that corner. So I'm going to use an offset. I'm going to have the 30, 36 be on the left. So I want to 36, 33. I'm going to have right hinge on that little guy. If I can find a right hinge. There we go. That's one I want, I think. I'm going to pop that into the corner. So right now, of course, this is just blocking out to see how many cabinets can I actually get in here. It may not be as good as I think. So I could get a 15-inch drawer base here, right? So it looks like with canvas, everything is sitting very nice. I can pop everything into its place. See how the cabinets are actually setting. If I'm going to pull up the camera, and that's the main thing I wanted to know using Canvas. If I use this on my projects with clients, is it going to work well or is it going to be a problem, right? If I import the design. So I'm going to go down and pick up my camera. And of course, Zoom screens are always in the way. Because it's such a small room, you have to work inside of it with the camera. Otherwise, you're just going to be fighting the darn thing all the time. So I'm going to camera height. Let's get that to 60. I'm going to do a camera clipping. And let's do a render. So now we can just kind of see, I'm just going to pop this up. It's going to be a little bit difficult working in such a tight room. And I'll make some more adjustments. So looking at this, I'm like, okay, that's a small set of drawers, you know. Would it be better to have a Le Mans off that corner? I'm going to take this out of, I'm going to take it to hidden line. The things that I'll be exploring as I play with this, it'll be like, where's the best point for the dishwasher? Where's the best place for, different items? Can I get a little tiny island in there? So I guess this is really going to help me decide, is it worth, thinking about moving my kitchen into this dining room space. And right now it's looking a lot smaller than it did. But the nice thing that I think that I'm finding out is taking this drawing from Canvas. So I scanned the room with my phone. Then I sent it into Canvas, and in one day they sent this back to me. So what I got was the 2020 walls, windows, doors. And this is great, guys, because this can get you started drawing really fast on a project. So I just want to kind of review, if it comes in from Canvas, exactly how it's turning out when you're working in it in 2020 design. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll be playing with this more and maybe have more useful information as I go along. So have a great day. See everybody later.